Welcome to Coach's Aid Media Day 2011, presented by The Victory Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Okay, Coach, talk about your preseason. Talk about the strengths of your team you think coming into the season, and just kind of we'll start out like that.
Right. Well, first of all, the strength is pretty much sitting right here. To be honest, we have 6 returners. 4 of these guys started for us last year. I mean, offensively, we have scoring threats, we have weapons, but our struggle this year will be depth. We don't have a lot coming off the bench. We will struggle in that area, but I mean, defensively, they're pretty sound, so we'll be okay. We're just going to have to make sure we play defense with our feet and not our hands. So,
talk about the strengths of your team as far as scoring. Coming from last year, you got 6 returners back. What are you looking to score in the 50s, 60s, and you're going to have a chance, or will you have to score more?
A lot of it's going to be mid-range scoring. It's not going to be anything that's super spectacular, blowing people out. We're going to be competitive, but we're going to be right there with them. We have the ability to score, but obviously, any given night, you're not going to score as well as you did on another night. So we'll be mid-range scoring-wise, and I'll be okay with that. I'll be happy with that if we can keep that consistent.
Okay, one of the girls answered this. What's your goals for the season?
Have fun, mostly. It's our last year, all of us sitting here, so that's our main goal. We want to take it seriously, but at the same time we want to make it a memorable year for us, so having fun is just our main goal.
What's your conference look like? Talk about your conference a little bit, and maybe some teams that's in your conferences that's rivals.
Mineola. They're just 10 miles away from us, and they're probably one of our biggest rivals and probably one of the best teams we'll see this year.
Coach, on the defensive end, who do you look for to when you're looking for that stop? You need a stop in the game. Who do you look for to step up? And is there any certain player that you do that you put on their best player?
Right now, it'd probably be Jessie right here. She's quick, extremely quick. If I want someone on the ball, I'm going to go to her. I'm going to make her make the stops, and right now she knows that's her one job. They secure a rebound, she hustles back, she finds the ball. I mean, that's defensively we want to stop. Granted, they all can play defense, but if I want to stop the ball, that's Jessie's job.
So would 20 wins in this season be a productive season, or are we looking to step it up a little bit more?
20 wins? That would be an amazing season. Last year we were actually 8-14. So we built it on that from the year before. If we can go above 500, granted we want more than that, but if we can be there, if we can consistently play this year and we're at 500, then I'll be happy with that. And I think they will too. We're just looking to improve, and we should we stay healthy and stay out of foul trouble. So,
what conference do y'all play in?
The SPIAA, it's the Southern Plains Iroquois Athletic Association or Activities Association. So there's a lot of strong teams in our conference. So.
Okay, you're preparing to open the season, and we talked about morning practices. What's kind of the schedule, and kind of what are you looking for?
As far as the game tomorrow, is practice schedule.
It's your practice schedule. What you've been leading up to.
We start off basically on Mondays stressing hardcore fundamentals. We build, like this morning was pregame. We go through, we run, we rep all of our stuff, all our plays, all out of bounds plays, sideline out of bounds plays, and then we go over a scouting report on the other team, and on that's basically how our day before the game goes.
Ashley, as a point guard, you feel like this is your team, and you need to kind of carry the load and get them going and kind of get them in their offense and be a leader?
Yeah, I do. And coming from last year to this year, we have returning 4 starters, and we played together. All 5 of us have played together since we were young. We've been here all 12 years together. And you can just see it, that we enjoy playing together and we work together as a team. So I'm not worried about it, and I have a lot of confidence in my teammates. And I'll always be there for them. So.
You host your own tournament in December. Talk about your tournament a little bit.
Black and Gold tournament, I'm not exactly for sure how long it's been going on. For me, this is our second year doing this. It's a big tournament for us. It puts us 3 games, gives us 3 good games before we have to go face Pratt Skyline, which is another good team. They're usually ranked, so it's just a good way for us to open up. It's on our home floor. It gives us a good chance to be comfortable and find out where we're really at going into the bigger part of the season, after Christmas. I know these guys enjoy it a lot, because we are at home, and you get to face our rivals. You face Mineola. Ingalls is competitive. Ashland's down this year, but on the boys' side of things, Ashland's up. So it's just good for both programs to have 3 games right off the bat, and helps us out a lot.
Okay, so one of you other girls, Jessie or Lexi or Jordan or Haley, individually, what are you looking to do as far as helping your team this year?
Well, I just like to step up, being a senior and showing the younger girls how to do different drills and moves, especially post moves, and just being a leader and just giving them confidence when we go out there.
Let's see, like in drills and stuff, being a senior, you feel more comfortable to stepping up, whereas like the freshmen, they're scared if they do something wrong. But as a senior, you have to remember that you were there once too, and you just have to tell them just to try again and not give up.
When I look forward to being a leader, you get to, you've already experienced things that the sophomores and freshmen and juniors have. And it's a lot more challenging to be a leader, but at the same time it's not.
They pretty much said it all. Just being a leader to the younger girls.
Is there anything else you'd like to interject on as far as your team?
I've said this all along, and they know, these ladies accomplished something pretty big in volleyball season. As the first time, they made the state for the first time in Fowler history. They have a lot of confidence going into this season. I have a lot of confidence in them. They're a group of very talented young women, and, we look to do big things, and I think we're perfectly capable. And these guys being the leaders that they are is just going to help our younger kids. And as a whole, we'll be competitive. I hope people don't count us out just because, we don't have a lot of depth, because we'll be there. It's just going to take us a little bit more time than maybe some of the other teams. So,
thinking that far into volleyball, going to the state level, you think that helps prep them for the rigors of basketball on the mental side, where they've already played at a high level, fierce competition, that sort of thing, don't give up?
I do. Last year, this year was my first year to coach volleyball. But last year they made it to sub-state for the first time in about 7 years for Fowler. And that, as their basketball coach, I was happy with that. That's good going into another season. That's confidence. You need that in kids, because a lot of kids don't have that these days. So for them to make it to state, for them to accomplish something that big, that's tremendous for our program. Gives them the confidence they need to go out there and be competitive and want more and try and win every time we go out there.
So did all you play on the volleyball team this year?
Except Jordan.
I didn't play. I was manager.
Any experiences you can think of that'll carry over from volleyball to basketball, maybe on the mental side, or not giving up type thing?
I think going to state, like you said, is going to help a lot, because we know what it feels like now to be one of the teams on top, and just having that feeling of glory, and going to state, the atmosphere was awesome, and that just helps us to want to do better. And volleyball, and having coach as our volleyball and basketball coach, I think helps a lot with the mental and just her knowing us better as a team.
Ashley, or have you got any notion about having coach for volleyball and basketball as far as knowing what she expects?
Well, coming from volleyball and basketball, it got the younger girls ready, because we've had her last year in basketball, having her in volleyball and basketball this year, it helps everybody. And don't get me wrong, volleyball and basketball are totally different. Practices are set up different, but it gives us an idea. And having coach, we know her better. We get along. We understand, and it helped us as a team, I believe.
So y'all have figured out what not to do. Don't step over that line and don't push that button, right?
Yes.